Have you ever wondered why traveling has become more complicated in 2025, even for Malaysians who once enjoyed one of the world's most powerful passports? For decades, Malaysia's passport has been a gateway to over 180 countries without the hassle of visas. But the global travel landscape is constantly changing, and Malaysians are starting to feel the effects. Stricter visa requirements, political tensions, increased security checks, and post-pandemic regulations are reshaping the way citizens of Malaysia travel abroad. In 2025, several countries have either introduced new entry requirements, tightened their immigration policies, or made the visa process more difficult for Malaysians. These changes don't necessarily mean outright bans, but they do mean longer processing times, more paperwork, higher fees, and tougher scrutiny at borders. For ordinary Malaysians looking to study, work, or simply holiday abroad, these obstacles can feel like doors slowly closing. So, which countries are making it harder for Malaysians to visit in 2025, and why? Let's uncover the top 10 destinations where the Malaysian passport doesn't hold the same weight it used to. Number 1. Australia. Australia has long been a popular destination for Malaysians, whether for education, tourism, or business. But in 2025, new immigration policies have made the process tougher. The visa approval process now takes longer, with stricter financial proof requirements. Malaysians applying for student or work visas must demonstrate higher bank balances and stronger ties to Malaysia to prove they won't overstay. Security checks have also increased, and even tourists are facing more detailed questioning at entry points. While Australia hasn't banned Malaysians, the experience is no longer as smooth as it once was. Number 2. South Korea. South Korea has been a favorite among Malaysian tourists, thanks to K-pop, K-dramas, and shopping. However, in 2025, South Korea introduced new rules to deal with overstayers. Malaysians who previously enjoyed relatively smooth entry now face stricter questioning at immigration. Student and work visa applicants must go through additional verification, while some tourists are being turned back for incomplete documentation. South Korea remains open, but clearly not as easy to access as it was a few years ago. Number 3. New Zealand. New Zealand has historically been lenient, but in 2025, the country introduced stricter visa application processes for Malaysians. Concerns about overstayers and job competition pushed New Zealand to increase financial proof requirements. Tourists must now show higher funds in their accounts, and work visa applications are being screened more strictly. Even though New Zealand remains a dream destination for many, the paperwork and checks have made it harder for Malaysians to enter. Number 4. Switzerland. As part of the Schengen zone, Switzerland requires visas for Malaysians, but in 2025, new EU-wide security measures made the process more difficult. Applicants now face stricter scrutiny regarding financial stability and reasons for travel. The introduction of ETAS, European Travel Information and Authorization System, which applies to Malaysians from 2025 onwards, also means travelers must apply online and pay a fee even for short visits. This extra step has made Switzerland less accessible than before. Number 6. Canada. Canada, once seen as a friendly destination for students and migrants, is tightening its visa policies for Malaysians. The rising number of applicants has overwhelmed Canadian immigration offices, leading to longer waiting times. In 2025, Malaysian students are finding it harder to secure study permits, with stricter proof of funds requirements. Tourists must provide detailed travel itineraries, and some applications are being rejected for minor reasons. While Canada is still welcoming, the higher bar is discouraging casual visitors. Number 7. Greece. Greece's rising popularity as a tourist hotspot has led to stricter visa requirements across the board, and Malaysians are no exception. With overcrowded immigration systems, Greek embassies have increased document checks and security clearances. In 2025, even Malaysians applying for short-term Schengen visas are being asked for detailed travel itineraries and higher proof of funds. The added bureaucracy has discouraged spontaneous travel to Greece. Number 8. Italy. Italy, another Schengen nation, has introduced tighter checks for Malaysian visitors. Malaysian tourists now need to show stronger evidence of accommodation, return flights, and sufficient funds before approval. There are also reports of longer processing times, with some applicants waiting months for a visa. While Italy remains a dream for Malaysian tourists who love its culture and food, getting approval has become frustratingly slow in 2025. Number 9. United Arab Emirates. The UAE, especially Dubai and Abu Dhabi, has always attracted Malaysian workers and tourists. But 2025 brought new challenges. Authorities have implemented tougher background checks for work visa applicants, especially domestic helpers and low-skilled workers. Tourists also face tighter entry checks due to concerns about overstaying. Some Malaysians have reported being denied entry at airports despite having valid visas. These stricter policies are part of the UAE's effort to control migration flows and protect its job market. Number 10. United States. The United States has always had strict visa requirements for Malaysians, but in 2025, things got even more complicated. With political pressure to tighten borders, the U.S. has rolled out tougher background checks, longer waiting periods for interviews, and higher refusal rates for visitor visas. Malaysians traveling for business or leisure now face additional scrutiny, with many first-time applicants being asked to provide detailed financial records, travel histories, and even social media accounts. This makes visiting the U.S. feel intimidating, especially compared to visa-free destinations. Number 11. United Kingdom. The UK has traditionally been a favorite for Malaysian students and tourists, but since Brexit, immigration rules have grown tougher. By 2025, even short-term visitors face more documentation requirements. Malaysians applying for visas must now provide biometric data, pay higher visa fees, and show extensive travel insurance coverage. The UK government also raised concerns about overstaying tourists, leading to tighter scrutiny at borders. Many Malaysians have reported longer interviews upon arrival, making the UK less convenient than before. Why these changes matter? For Malaysians, travel freedom has always been a point of pride. The Malaysian passport consistently ranks among the top globally, giving access to nearly 180 countries. But 2025 is showing that global politics, economic pressures, and migration concerns can shift the landscape quickly. Stricter requirements don't mean Malaysians are unwelcome, but they do reflect each country's need to manage security, overstaying risks, and economic priorities. Unfortunately, for the average traveler, it means more paperwork, more costs, and less convenience. So there you have it, 10 countries making it harder for Malaysians to visit in 2025. From Australia to South Korea, Malaysians now face new challenges ranging from longer visa processing times to tougher financial checks. The lesson here is clear: before you pack your bags, always double-check the latest visa requirements, gather all necessary documents, and prepare for stricter scrutiny. Travel may not be as easy as it once was, but with preparation, Malaysians can still enjoy exploring the world. Global travel is constantly evolving, and while these changes may feel frustrating, they also remind us of the importance of adaptability. The Malaysian passport remains powerful, but in 2025, it comes with new responsibilities.